team.
Come on.
Right, they're supposed to do.
Record.
This week they get a different team, JFK Iselin, and for the state liners, a win puts them in their sectional championship game and then puts them in that same situation they've been in so many times, with a Thanksgiving Day game coming up and then a state playoff game the week after that. So tonight, a win over JFK Iselin, and the state liners would be back in the sectional championship game in New Jersey. We start first quarter. 10:22 remaining, so we're about a minute and a half into this football game, and Tyler Troxel is going to fake the handoff, go play action pass. Anthony Guarino downfield, makes the catch, taken down at the 3-yard line. Next play, Taji Lowe punches it in. Pburg at home, up 7-0, and the state liners student section loving every second of that. Later in the first, JFK's Carl Batita gives it to Anthony Roberts, and Roberts goes 10 yards across the goal line in for the touchdown, but no extra points, so Pburg still up 7-6. Later in the first, Troxel to Taji Lowe again. This time, Taji Lowe is just going to take off. 63 yards for the touchdown, and Pburg answers that JFK Iselin touchdown with a touchdown of their own. It is 14-6 state liners at home. We're still in the first quarter, and there's more to come. Still in the first, Tyler Troxel to Joe Meso. Want some Joe Meso? Meso. Let's do it. 52 yards and gone. He was a featured guy last week as well. 21-6 Pburg, still in the first quarter. Second quarter now, Pburg with the football, and
that's Joe Meso.
Meso, yeah, he's running right into your living room and then right out of your living room and into the end zone. 42 yards on the score there, and 28-6 Pburg. There, you can hear they're happy over there. Later in the second, Carl Batita to Terrence Young, but the ball, after he makes the catch and runs a bit, comes out, as you can see there. Kenyatta Meadows is the guy that stripped it and recovers it. Pburg with the football, and then the next one, you can triple hot nominate this, Tyler Troxel with Joe Meso. And Joe Meso going to do the rest of this with a lot of help from his blockers. 75 yards. He ran about 112 to get there. But 75 is what it totals on the stat sheet. That takes it in for a 35-6 Pburg lead. And now the floodgates are open and things are going the state liners' way. Tyler Troxel faking another handoff, going play action pass to Anthony Guarino in the end zone for another one. 42-6 at the half.
Oh, that was in the first half?
At the half. And 42-14 the final tonight is Pburg beats JFK Iselin. The Mustangs going down. The state liners now back in the sectional championship game. And, you know, they have had, with the exception of one hiccup in the final week of the regular season, just a great year in Pburg. They have beaten up on some teams. So tonight, we wanted to bring in our live interview tonight.
Look at that.
Oh, that seems
That's
fitting.
terrific.
They have refocused for Thanksgiving Day. They've got the Beat Easton signs. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pburg state liners going back to the sectional championship game. Head coach Ryan Dietz joining us tonight. And the state liners as well from their gymnasium. Guys, first of all, thank you so much. Coach, you've got a good group. You've got a team that's having a lot of fun. They've got their Beat Easton signs. But first, before we get to that, just how much fun is it to have this program back where this program has been so many times in years past?
Yeah, it feels great. It feels really good, and it's a credit to the kids and the time they put in, the coaching staff, and everything that we've done up to this point to get to where we are right now. It's not just something that just happened. You know, we worked for this, and the kids should be really proud of that.
You have to be thrilled with how you started the playoffs. I was there at your game last week where you took care of business against Scotch Plains, and then another blowout win tonight over JFK. Can't ask for more than that heading into the big 2 games in 3-day stretch here.
Yeah, well, obviously the biggest thing tonight was just trying to get focused for this game and getting the W tonight and just taking care of business. And we knew, we said it around 10 o'clock we'd start thinking about Thanksgiving, and it's here now. And you can see the kids, they showed up with their signs here tonight. So, you know, we're really focused. You know, we're looking forward to a great game on Thanksgiving, and I know Easton's going to bounce back after tonight, and we're going to put forth a great effort.
I have to ask you, what's been the biggest difference? You've been there a few years now. What's been the biggest difference this year as opposed to the last couple of years, and how your team has been able to really be so good this year? What have you kind of seen as a coaching staff as the biggest difference?
Well, you know, what we did is we went back to the drawing board in all season last year, and, you know, we know the kids we have on the team are the same kind of kids we have every year, and we just changed a couple things up, and what we did in the off season, our approach to strength and conditioning, and what we wanted to do in the summer. And sort of we concentrated on what we thought would really help us offensively and defensively, and the kids, the chemistry is really, it's changed a little bit, and I think that's a credit to, we went to a camp over the summer, a Bloomsburg team camp for 4 days with our kids, and the bonding that happened there was great, and I think it's carried over now to the season.
One of the nice things for you is in Jersey, you don't have to do the 3 games in 8 days. You'll get a week off from the playoffs, and so you really can just focus on Easton. Not that you wouldn't have been anyway. But what is it about this rivalry for you and your kids, the fact that you just won a state playoff game, and already they've got the signs and they're pumped up about Easton? What makes this rivalry special for you guys?
It's just, we have a lot of kids on this team who've had relatives. Some of them had fathers, brothers, grandfathers who played in this game. There's nowhere that they can go in town over the next week right now that they're not going to hear about this game, and there's probably nowhere in the town they could have gone the past couple weeks to have not heard about this. It's the talk at the dinner table, and obviously it's talk on TV, and it should be, because it's the best rivalry in the nation.
If you get the win on Thursday, how much more fun is it to play for a sectional title after a win like that?
It'll be good. We'll think about the sections later. Right now, we're concentrating on the Rovers, and that's what we need to do. If you're going to have a chance to beat Easton, you have to start concentrating right now. And I'd be lying if I told you that we weren't already looking at them for the last couple weeks. We know what's on the table right here, and I know our kids are going to show up, and we're going to try to take care of business.
And after you saw what happened to them earlier tonight, they'll be fired up and ready to go Thursday, I assume.
Absolutely. Coach Shepard and his staff, they do a great job, so I know they're going to be ready.
Well, we know we kept you guys up very late tonight for the second half of the Big Ticket. We appreciate very much Coach Dietz and his State Liners. You guys can have as much fun as you want now. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the big playoff win, Coach. As always, we appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The State Liners moving on to the sectional title, and so is 100 and Central.